Hello and welcome back to Builderment. In our last episode, we expanded, or moved rather, our big gear production to be up here in this, on this patch. The reason being because we could dedicate the whole patch to gear production because we need them for this entire tree, it seems. If we look down here at a couple of these, it's always gears, and then also some of these earth tokens, which we don't know anything about yet. So made sense, I think, to do it this way. Eventually we will do some upgrades for these, and we also should probably look about doing another coal plant somewhere over here to cover the rest of these, just so everything is equal. We can do that at some point. It's not super critical right now because the amount of gears we need is fairly low, but as time goes on we will want to do that, and we'll also want to upgrade the individual machines as well. We also have this area over here where we're mining copper to make a bunch more wire. And that bunch of wire is coming in here and meeting this silicon coming from this, which, by the way, I messed up. This needs to go right here. There we go. One more thing for that. And those are going into making the silicon. I believe there was also some issue with my math on this. This is 150 coming in here. These are 160 there. This is 7 times 7.5, which is 50 something. No, I did it right. Why does that seem like I didn't do it right, though? Maybe I didn't do it right. This should be right? I think it's just because this is not getting used fast enough. Is that what it is? We should be producing 100 plus. Really, it's more like, well, we have, here, let's start again. We have 27. 27 times 7.5 is 202.5. We're intending on this being 200, which is close enough. 200 stone going into this process to make 100, I think, silicon. Yes. And then we needed that 100 silicon in here without the coal power boost here to make all of these constantly. And it seems like we're doing that. But it just seems like these are not getting used as well as this for some reason. But that could just be that this is still winding down or emptying, whereas this one has had more time to empty. We did do that one first. That could be it. This seems like it might be winding down now too. 5 in here, 5 in here, and these are all empty or basically empty. So maybe this will clear up over time. So we did that. Oh, this one was also short one for a while. That's why. We have coal chugging along here up to there. We had something in mind to work on next, and I think that was heat sinks for the next upgrade in somewhere here. Oh, we have this one unlocked too. Robotics. Unlocked robotic arms. And then this will get us, we need computers made in an industrial factory. We'll have to take a look at that. There was some reason we needed heat sinks made. Maybe we don't need them made yet, but we need them. We've unlocked them anyway. Maybe we don't need to make them yet then. Let's see. Oh, we need them for this furnace upgrade. Yes. Okay, we do need to make them then. So we looked at the heatsink recipe the last time. I think that was made here. Nope. Here? Yes. We need to have 50 copper ingots in to make 10 heatsinks per minute. And so I think maybe another 150 would be good, because 150 copper, that is, because that's 20 extractors being smelted into copper ingots. That makes 150 ingots, which would make 30 heat sinks. I think that's a good ratio. We talked about putting it down here, but we also have an issue where we can only have, at the moment at least, 3 research labs. So a couple of things are going to happen based on what I learned in the chat for the last episode. First of all, we are working on this gold vault here that we just need more gold to get. And we were speculating as to what the gold vault does as well as what the storages do. And because I, in the last episode, was like, why do we need to store stuff? Well, the only benefit really to storage seems to be, and we can build one just to verify, but seems to be that, let's say you wanted to save up for one of these technologies down here that you haven't quite unlocked yet. Say maybe this one. This needs 1,000 sand. Maybe instead of setting up the sand when we need it here, we could set it up, save 1,000 sand in a storage, and then be ready to dump that out into a lab when the time came. Maybe we don't care. I'm kind of leaning towards the don't care option, but that's an option, something that's kind of done up earlier up here that we need down lower in the tree. And I don't know what all examples will have of those, but we could, other than gears being this whole chain here, of course. Steel maybe we could use off and on, but I think at least for right now, I'm gonna not do the storage, but we could build a storage just to verify that that's exactly how they're used, or what they're intended to be used for. Build one here. It has in and out, has a buffer, and it can store different amounts depending on which tier it is. We only have the first tier unlocked. We're working on the second one right now, but it's how much it stores, I guess. Yeah, I guess, but I don't really see the need for it. But the gold thing that we're working on right now, the gold vault, apparently allows you to continue dumping the products in to count as gold earnings without dumping the products in to count as research, so that you can move these labs around and potentially swap them in and out in different spots when you need to do research on things. So we could probably work on something like that, but I think what I'd like to do is take this and combine them into one specific, or one lab, rather than doing what we have going on here. So if I do this, so I don't waste very many of them, and I go more down. That sounds like English to me. That's probably goodish. And then we take this one and we reverse it, which that means I'm just going to do... Oops, I think I just goofed something up over there. Let's just delete these. And just reverse this belt. Here? Oh, you're not smart, huh? Uh-huh. No, I need one more here. Yep. Let's do build and an underground. It's not smart enough to jump 2 belts. Here, please. And where do I want it? Well, I don't know. Run in here someplace is probably fine. And then you can be a come down a bit more thing. Not that much thing. This way thing. And then we can move this one over here. And that way I can have one more lab to put somewhere elsewhere on the map, that is. So let's delete. I just did it again. I deleted a belt because I still had it selected, and I pressed delete because I wanted the delete function rather than deleting the item that was selected. You know what? We'll just delete these and we'll move this. So let's take this down south with us, south-ish with us, maybe down into this area someplace. And let's set up 20 extractors on this. We'll start here, I guess. One for you. Oops. There. Here and here. Here, there. I'm not counting. There, there, there. There and there, maybe? Or we can even rotate those together. That might be better. I can just do... To count, I can just do this and hit tab and get 12. That's easier than trying to count them all by hand. Also, I have another thing to show you along that line. 1... I'm going to count these, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But along that line, I have something else to show. This can come through like this, then here. Something. You all can do this. You can have this one. Actually, you can just go like this. You go this way. Let's just rotate that last one there. You can go there. You can go here. And that should be 20. Select and tab. 20 extractors. So that goes into an array of 5 furnaces. And this is what I wanted to show. Let's go, I don't know, here-ish. And then those are going to go into an array of workshops, But I don't remember what the capacity was here. But I don't. I want to show you this. So I don't want to do it right here. I'm purposely avoiding things. 3 of these, 5 of these. Okay. Yes, so they need to be separate arrays for my own sanity's sake. Okay, so 5 of these, and I have not set a recipe on these. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. 4, 5, and then this 3. Now, I forgot to set the recipe on these, quote unquote. If I select them all and hit tab, I can come in here and I can set the recipe on all 5 of them together. Instead of setting it individually, like I was doing in the last episode, I can set them all together. And that makes it better than what I was doing in the last episode. So sorry about that, but keep that in mind and do that for your own. I think this is in the right spot, but we can always move it. This goes in here. You go here. You come this way. This way. Yeah, that'll do. It'll do just fine. That actually isn't supposed to be there. This goes here, and then this comes out, and those will go into the lab, which we put down here. Like that. This has got to get buffered up, of course. And then we can do coal mining. We can come down from this one, or that one. We still got a lot left here. This would be 20 per minute, so we need 3 for this. What if we do 1, 2, 3? You come across like that. And we want you to come down right around in here someplace, like middle of that lighter, grosser green right there. Maybe here-ish? That'll work. And we might use this for other things, this coal, so that's fine if it's, if it's unnecessary or excessive, it's fine. This can go right in there. That should work fine. You come down some more. Right there. Across and in. There you go. And that'll boost eventually. And this is now backed up. And because these are still draining out, it's going to take a little bit of time to get all of it, through this. And the boost will help get it through faster. So here comes our heat sinks on the belt. Should be a rate of, what again? 5 times 10, 50 per, or 3 times 10, 30 per minute. Which means that we'll get to that research here in a while. Ah, the gold thing he's done. We can go take a look at that then. And also we need to take a look at more stuff. Let's see, we have Industrial Factory. It's a little bit bigger. That has, at the moment, just the computer recipe. It takes metal frames, heat sinks, and logic circuits. So I have routed those to 3 different places on the map. I'm going to have to route them together. We can deal with that. We're making 30 of these. Logic circuits, I think we're making 50. They're not there, though. They're over here. Yeah, we're making potentially 60, but 50 if you count the base recipe, which is what I'm using for the math. So that's fine. We'll have a little bit extra of those for one of these buildings. And 7.5 metal frames, and we are currently making base of 15. So we'll have a little bit extra. We could probably do 2 buildings and just process through what we can process through. That would probably be fine. 2 of these for computers, at least for a while. The biggest issue is, do we need to have metal frames, heat sinks, or logic circuits going into other things at the moment? Logic circuits, yes. And then this one as well. These, no. Computers for all of this stuff here. Metal frames for this one. And gears are there. Metal frames for this one as well. Are they both going to 1,000? Yeah, but this one's behind. Okay. So yeah, we have a little bit of time before we're ready to do that. But that's fine because we have more stuff to look at. So let's go also to the robotic arm. Robotic arms can move items between buildings and belts from any direction. They can also filter for specific items. Ooh, filter. Interesting. And then how do you set... Because it said also the different directions thing. Does that mean... There's nothing to... I mean, you can rotate it, but there's nothing to say where it picks up and puts down at. Which would be my implication, or my inference for the implication of any direction. But what we could do here is only set up one of these and have all three of those things still going into their respective research labs, and have this picking the items off the belt to put onto another belt to keep this thing fed. We need two of them for the heat sinks and the logic circuits, but we could do that. The issue is this looks just like a pickup from one side, put down on the other thing, even though the description says from any direction. Maybe that means that it can just connect to the belt in the building from any direction rather than the inputs and the outputs. That's probably what it means. Okay, we're going to go with that interpretation. The robotic arm. Wait, that's not a robotic arm. Weird. The gold vault is the exact same size and the exact same inputs locations as the lab is. So as long as we don't need these items coming into here anymore, which we still do, we can in fact do away with the research lab here. Coal we don't need coming in here. The silicon and the wood and the planks we don't need coming in here, and the surplus ingots here and wire here, and even I think the at least for now the whatchamacallits there don't need to come in here, the electromagnets. So we could potentially just have the frames coming into the lab and take everything else out of it, which could be an interesting change here to do. Anything else we need to look at building wise before we go into that? Nope, everything else is decorative. Okay. Anything else we need to be prepared to research? Nanowire and concrete, those aren't coming anytime soon. Computers we're talking about. That was en route. Oh, we do need to keep the iron plating coming in here, which is here, which is not actually going in anymore. That's not good. That's not good at all. How much of this were we making again? Not 24 times 3, but let's see, 36. Well, 30 times 4, which is 120. And then this was taking in 40 to make 20, so we're making about 60 iron plates here. And you guys are using, in theory, that exact number. 20 each. So we don't have any surplus here. Do we need a surplus? Probably for this thing. Alternatively, we could make just a few less of these and split again one more time, so that we'd end up using 50, 75, 87.5% of them for this, and the rest would go toward research. And maybe that's the better way to do it, instead of 100% of them there. We could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build a gold vault here. Maybe not here, but down here somewhere. And I might just move it. How many do you need of those? Looks like 15 without the... yeah. I would like to sell these too, but then again, we don't need to because these are just going in there. Let's turn this way into there. We can delete these like that. We can delete this back here someplace, just because I'm thinking here. This one here we want to come straight out and then come down, maybe doing an underground there. Although I'd like to do it to see how far we can get. Can you reverse then? No. Can you? No. Okay. Because I didn't know how far we could build them. Factorio, it is not. Why? Let's do that instead. This one can come through this way. This one needs to connect. That would help. And then the coal can come straight out of here. That's fine. And then you get deleted. You get deleted. You get deleted. And that puts this lab at just handling these frames right now. We're going to take them elsewhere, though, because we're going to mix them with this belt and this belt to make something new. So that can keep going for right now. We're also going to do this, though, so maybe not entirely. Oh, I forgot about that. There, please. Oh, no. That doesn't work. There we go. Okay. And then, so a small amount of those plates will still come in here, and then we'll be able to do that research, whichever that one was. Machine shop upgrade. Okay. Anything else I need to verify here before I do anything else drastic? Concrete in a forge. I don't know if we can make that yet, can we? That's a furnace on a forge, so no, we can't. Okay. So I guess that's basically it. So let's figure out what we want to do with this this computer build. And I think what I will do is... How do I want to do it? Well, I think the first thing I need to do is not have this here anymore. Maybe we just bring it all up to like this area. So let's do like... Turn this belt here. Come this way. And then keep coming. Nope, nope, nope. Something like that. And we'll let those kind of back up on that belt. So much for this idea. At least for right now. Oh good, it's telling me what it's researching too. Or what one of the things that's being researched is anyway. Put that there for right now, just so we can suck those up as they get there. These need to get routed that direction as well, so how do I want to handle it with this? Maybe I just do... Oh, don't do that yet. Maybe I just do this, though. For now. Not this one, not that one, not that one. This can come down, and you're going to get confused there, sort of. Can I do this now? And will those still be connected? Yes, they will. Excellent. So that part works similar to what we would know and love in Factorio. Let's just come down a bit and come over. Well, if I came down a bit more, I could just plug them in for right now. Let's do that. Again, this will change as I continue, but I want to keep these things researching. This one I'll turn maybe back here someplace. And then come down. Turn. There. Okay. And those have to keep getting fed into a lab because we need those belt upgrades over time. So all the three of these things that we need for computers are now coming in here. We can take this industrial factory now. We could do a few different things with this. One of those is to actually, potentially better idea. Yes. Crazy idea time. Let's see. We have, which ones of these did we need to have what of? Heat sinks and logic circuits. 22. And then 7.5 metal frames. Okay, so if I do a robotic arm, let's just see how this works. Oh, yeah, it does have arrows on it. There, please. That can get the frames from here. And then, in theory, this could get the logic circuits from here, coming up. And then we could take the other two here, like this. These move 15 per second. This moves 150 per second, so we already have capacity that's okay. So this will take 30 and put them in here, in theory. Depending on how things work out, it won't be exactly, but... and we'll only need 22. Might be 21.5, or 22.5 rather. Just based on numbers here, because it needs 3 every 8 seconds. So 60 divided by 8 is 7.5. Yeah, so it's actually every 22.5 seconds. I kind of would like to see that, but and then that could come out there. These should probably, in theory, also be filtered to heat sinks, just so that they are locked in to whatever, in case I run something else along these belts later. Metal frames for you, and you are logic circuits. Again, I guess I could have done this, and oh, that's interesting too. I like that. And now if I go in there again, they're combined into the same grouping. Okay. And then these are good, heat sinks, and that one's good, metal frames. I think this will work. Once these guys get here, which are just about here, we should be good to go, because we've got you loaded up, and we're waiting on those. Let's watch it happen. And then I'll just run those into that belt. Nom. Nom. Here comes the third one. And we're now making computers at a rate of 7.5 per minute. Nice. There you go. And so these guys, because they're filtered, they won't grab the computers coming down the belt. And so those will go straight into the research lab, and we will have computers showing up in our research screen for here and for here. Yes. Excellent. We just finished metal frames for machine shops. The next one needs electric motors, which we don't know how to make yet. So we will have to wait on that. So with computers, now the only thing we could do, potentially, would be to improve this performance by adding more of these, which would be nice, to be fair. I would want to reconfigure this a little bit, but we could do it the same exact way, basically. And really, it's not as if we need a whole bunch of more gold coming in someplace. We're kind of doing okay. How close are we on the next technology? One of these, maybe? That's just an upgrade tier. What might be worthwhile now is to look at boosting some more stuff around here. So, like, if we put a power plant in... we'd have to put a couple of them. But if we put a power plant in... not any better. Not any better. We would have to put a few of them in. But we could do that to boost these. We could also just do the upgrades. That might be the best thing to do first. So tab, 29 extractors. Let's go 150% power. It cost me a crap ton of gold. But hey, that's what you pay for, right? And we can do the same thing here. We want to do these guys at 150% and these guys at 150%. There's no upgrades here. There's no upgrade there, there. But that gets us now all of them at 150%, which might mean that we're outputting too much copper wire for this belt. Might mean that. We have done, though, 10, 20, 30, almost 40%. Almost. 40%. So it will be too much potentially, but not by for all these belts really, but not by a whole ridiculous amount. So we just boosted basically by 10, 20, 30%, not instead of 50. We should probably do the same over here then for the gears. And actually, let's do it this way. Well, I click on multiple groups. One of you, and one of you. And that gets us to 30% more probably as well here. Because of these here, the 20 extractors, they all technically can't fit on one belt anymore. Because they're at 20 times 7.5 times 1.5. 7.5 times 1.5, which is 225 speed. And right now, our belt speed is only 30% over 150. So 150 times 1.3, 195. So yeah, we're only getting that 30% bonus, really, not 50%. But, hey, what are you going to do, you know? As soon as the belt speeds get improved, which this will help, then we will get even faster with this. 40 and then 50. We'll have to get 10,000 more gears after this one. That'll be a little bit of time, but we can wait for it. So I think now we should have more of these coming in. We should do these upgrades down here also. Just the same. Tab, and this one, upgrade there, and upgrade there. And that gets us, again, about 30% because of the limitation. And this is the limitation on the ore and the plate, by the way. Not on the ore and the plate on the belt, not on the final product. These we could probably do the same. Yeah, we could do the same. This here, can I also add these two in? Oh, I can. Oh, that's beautiful. And some of them are already up there. So let's go to tier 2. That's 16. Wait a minute. That's only 16? I should be expecting 4, 8, 12, 16. Never mind. Never mind. These here. 150. This is actually a little bit better because we're actually going to get the extra performance here. Because we're only getting 16 times 7.5, which is 120, times 1.5, which is 180, and this belt can handle 190, whatever it was, 195. So we can actually, this is actually going to get benefit from that performance boost. These guys as well. Here, we haven't upgraded those yet. Dang it! Well, that means we're going to get more plates down here, which is that what we're using? Yes, that'll actually help that as well. Dang it. Okay. So we're making 180. These guys are each taking 54, which is just a bit under. No, just a bit over. Wait a minute. Oh, because they're boosted with the coal power plant. Yeah. We would need to take care of that here too. This one's a little easier to do. Although we might need more coal coming in on the main line. Or we might not want to sell it anymore. Maybe we just don't sell it anymore. Let's do one here. And one down here someplace. Presumably, these won't get a double bonus. Presumably. I don't know that. Let's just do this right there. Cut this off. That's fine. This can split here. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of creativity there, but that's fine. That's what we're here for, right? Creativity. Totally not for purposely arranged and set up factories, right? Totally. Nope. This one. there. And then hopefully we can make this whole jump. Oh, we can, just barely. And then we'll need to have another one of those jumps right here. Like that. Assuming this can handle it, which we have 20 of them. So that's 150. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 20 on this belt, which is 120. So yeah, we're good. We can handle one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can handle one more booster here on this belt before this belt is at risk of being totally consumed. That would be 140, and we have 150 there, but yeah. You can see these backing up now. So as soon as this gets backed up, then we'll be good. So those are now performing much, much better, including these. So maybe we should just do the same here. This one and these here. We don't have that one yet either. That means we get more of those. No problem. What about this one too? Spending my gold now. See, we need the gold. Totally need the gold coming in. Oops. Here. Tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. And those again will be, or won't they be? There's only 15 of them, so those won't be limited by the belt speed. Excellent. That's what I like to see. How many of these are we making? In theory, 36, probably at least, or sorry, in theory, 9, probably no more than, was it? Well, it's 1 every 8 seconds, so that's 7.5 times 3, and you need 5 times 3. That's 15, we're making 22.5. I want to do another split here for that because I don't want to take half of them off. I'd only want to actually take a third of them off. Oh, crazy idea time. What if I moved this out of the way slightly again? Say over here. Go there. And then what if I did a splitter right here? That'll do. You go this way and then go in back in there. You go this way into gold. This means that 2/3 are going to go north because of this loop, and 1/3 is going to go into the gold vault. That means that less planks will go in, but it makes me happier about the way that it looks. I think that will work. As long as this is really 2/3 what's getting produced, which we need potentially 18 here because of the boosting. And more once I actually can upgrade these. So I may change my mind and put that back. But we're making, in theory, 27, so that should be the case. As long as these keep that area full, which you see they just locked in there. And that one locked in and that one went past. So that was a third. And then 1, 2, 3, and 1. Well, it's going to do that unless it's using less, I guess. So as long as this doesn't deplete. If this depletes, then this isn't working. We could cheese it one more time to be safe. We could do this. And then we could do this. And then half of that third will come back in here. That might be safer, because no matter what, it's going to overflow and go this way. If nothing else happens, it'll go this way. So maybe that's better. Because it didn't try to make the right turn here. So I think that might be better yet. which is kind of funny. So it's taking 2/3, which is 4. It's taking 5/6 up this way right now, because 2/3 and then half of 1/3. Yeah, yep, that's pretty cool. I like that idea. How's computers going, by the way? Down here, please. We're almost at 100. That's pretty good. I do want these to keep coming past, so unless there's an issue with yeah, I actually think that's pretty good, all told. What I should do, another thing we could design and or plan is, what do we do for these, for 3 inputs? How do we design a 3-belt input system? Let me take a copy of this, or actually we could just use this one here. Let's just use this one. Let's waste some gold on some belts. You'll go here. Then we'll have splitter here. We'll need to do underground like this. And so that means that this belt's going to come, that one will come through there. This belt will come through here into a splitter like that. This belt needs to come back through, or continue through, I should say. And then this one will need to then come from here, because this belt will need to continue through. Yeah, that would be our 3-belt system right there. This being, these tails not being, or notwithstanding, we could take this and copy it, and that would be our 3-belt system, just like we have the 2-belt one. It's basically the exact same thing. It just reaches out further. And how much further can these go than what I have here currently? 1 more tile, so 4 wouldn't be possible with this, because we would need 1 more in order to get where we need to get to. Because it would have to go. It would have to go here, and it can't. It would be here. So we'd have to do maybe an underground, like on this one, to get it to the next position, for example. If we needed a 4th, I don't know if we need a 4th or not, but if we needed a 4th. But there's our plan. I'm gonna leave that here. Actually, we'll use that as a template instead of rebuilding it from scratch every time. We could take that and copy it, assuming it's the same orientation, just like we could take, you know, this one here and copy it, assuming it's the same orientation. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, we got something done. Good. We have steel production now, which unlocks the forge. We were wondering when that was coming in. That gets us graphite and steel. Let's build one of those and take a look at those recipes. Build forge. Back down to a 2x2 here. Graphite is coal and wood logs. 45 each per minute to make 15 graphite per minute. And then steel is 7.5 graphite and 45 iron ore to make 7.5 steel. Ouch. That's painful. So it's going to be a 1 of these to 2 of these type of thing. 45 ore, 45 wood logs, and 45 coal. No, I'm sorry. 45 coal, 45 wood logs, and 90 ore to make 15 steel. That's a lot. There's a lot of iron here, maybe. There's trees here, there's coal here. That could be a good combo. Taking that group of things there to make steel. Maybe we should do that, but I think that's a good tease for next time. Instead of trying to do it right now. We did get the workshop upgrade though, so we can have, that's workshop upgrade to tier 3. So we have that now, so we may not need the logic circuits anymore being sold. We'll have to check around for that, of course. But we also got the metal frames to get to storage tier 2, not that we need it, but that gets us counting toward this. And we'll be to this next belt speed upgrade pretty soon as well. So yeah, we still need logic circuits for this. So let's defer the steel till the next episode. We'll use this grouping of things to make it. We'll see how much we can make here. We can count. Can we do like this? 41. Yes. Okay. Good. That'll be probably our limiter because, well, we need 90 iron ore ratio to 45 coal and 45 wood. So given that there's less iron here than there is coal here, and they mine at the same rate, that's going to be our limiter is iron. So whatever we can make out of that iron there, or maybe we could swipe some from over here or down here or something, we can see what happens with that. So there even, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.